Jack, when did you first decide that you might like to be a golf course designer? And why?
Really funny. I was probably 25 years old. Pete Dye came to me and said, and I knew Pete a long time. Nobody had ever heard of Pete. This is one of his first golf courses. And he was doing the golf club in Columbus, Ohio, and he said, "Jack, I'd like to have you come out and see my new golf course I'm doing for a fellow named Fred Jones." And I said, I'd like to get your opinion. I said, "Opinion about what?" I said, "I don't know anything about golf course design." He says, "You know a lot more than you think." So we went out, and I remember the third hole we went to. He had a big round green with 4 round bunkers around it. And he says, "What do you think?" I said, "Well, it looks like Mickey Mouse in any direction you turn." And he said, "Well, what would you do to it?" I said, "Pete, I don't know." "What would you do to it?" I said, "Okay." Well, I said, we had a little water coming in on the left side. I said, I sort of worked to that and take a bunker off of that. I'd change the shape of the green a little bit. I put a bunker in here to frame it over here. And he did it. And did it on about 4 holes. And he came back and says, "How'd you like that?" I says, "That was fun." And so he says, "How about, would you consult with me on some stuff?" Well, I ended up they called me and asked me to do Harbor Town. And I said, I couldn't do a golf course myself. I'd never interested. And so I said, but I got a guy named Pete Dye who I'd like to work with. They said, "Never heard of him." And they said, "Well, bring him in." So Pete came in. We did Harbor Town. That was my first venture of actually doing a golf course, and I loved it. I made 27 trips into Harbor Town, and it had a blast. And we didn't make 10 cents. Matter of fact, it cost us a lot of money, so we just put everything back into the job. But that's okay, because we learned, we had fun together. And from then on, I wanted to do it, and I just kept doing it. I did about a half a dozen courses with Pete, then a half a dozen courses with a fellow named Desmond Muirhead, and then I went on my own and started doing it. And then Jackie came along and Jackie started working with me on golf courses, and I did some on my own, some with him. He started doing some golf courses on his own. It just sort of evolves. It's a good test of golf, and I think that one of the 2 things that I like to do with a golf course is make it aesthetically pleasing. I think that a lot of people really like to have something go out and play someplace that is pretty, but they also like to be able to have something that has good golf shots in it. And if you have good golf shots and aesthetically pleasing, that combination usually makes for a pretty good golf course. We've done, Jackie's worked with me on probably 50, 60 golf courses. I think 20 some or so we've done have been co-designs. And we have started a new thing which we're calling Legacy. And this is the first one we've done it on here. And Legacy basically is passing the baton from me to my son to put knowledge we've learned over time on a piece of property. And here at Florida State, we've got a great legacy coming here anyway. I've got, one of my sons was here. Jackie's had 3 of his kids here. We've got a son that came here earlier and played football. He's got a son here. And then of course I have my grandson that played football here. So we've had a lot of people through here, and we've got a pretty good legacy in Florida State to start with, so may as well put it on the golf course too.
Oh, very important. I think it's really it's obviously for our golf teams and all that, but it's a lot more than that for Florida State. And to have the NICKLAUS family involved in it is just a marquee day for us and for this area that'll be out here that'll develop even more so now that this incredible golf course is out here. Yeah, I think the golf course is a part of 900 acres which Florida State controls, and there's so many other opportunities out here. This will really, like a hotel, some other venues that we can put out here, this will really attract that kind of activity.